What's going on, everyone? It's Aseel Soueid. In this video, I'm going to be showing you all my cutting diet, meal by meal shopping included. These are going to include the best fat burning meals. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to shop for them. Anyway, stick around, give the video a like right now if you're excited, and let's get on with the video. All right, so I'm right outside of Costco, so I'm about to go shopping for this cutting diet. And just a little tip here, guys, always find a budget-friendly place to shop for these meals in this diet that I'm about to show you all. So for me, it is Costco, just because I like to buy my foods in bulk. That just is the cheapest way possible. But maybe for you, you might not need all of the quantity of foods that I need, so Walmart might work best for you, or possibly Kroger. Just find a budget-friendly place to shop for your diet. Alright guys, so the goal for grocery shopping today for this diet and this meal plan, no matter where you are, whether it be Costco, Walmart, Kroger, whatever budget-friendly store you're at, we need to shop for 3 things, okay? So we're gonna shop for 3 different sources. Number 1 is gonna be our protein sources. So we're gonna gather up all the proteins that we need for this diet, and then after that, we are gonna gather up number 2, which is gonna be our carb sources. And then after that, we're gonna shop for number 3, which is gonna be our fat sources. So again, we're gonna start with protein right now. Let's go ahead and gather everything we need for that. Okay, so first is first, for our protein source, we are gonna grab a huge thing of chicken breast, because that's pretty much like the essential in any kind of cutting diet, especially for today's cutting diet. And just a quick tip in general, okay, for the rest of the grocery shopping today, this applies for all 3 sources, protein, carb, and fat. Always shop in bulk, okay? Get the biggest pack. It's always gonna be your biggest bang for your buck when you get the most amount of quantity in one pack. So chicken breast, good to go. Okay, so next up, we are gonna pick up some fresh tilapia. So again, just another major protein source here. Very lean kind of protein here, just like the chicken breast. Good to go. Okay, so next up, we are gonna grab our red meat, and that is going to be some beef loin, top sirloin. So this is pretty much one of the leanest kinds of red meats you can possibly buy. I'm not getting any kind of fatty stuff, no prime rib or anything like that. Keeping it lean here for today's diet, because it is a cutting diet. And also notice I'm getting like a red protein source, and then we got some fish, and then we also have chicken, our white meat, just because I like to keep a lot of variety in my diet, guys. I notice when I'm cutting, there's gonna be a lot of variety, so you don't get bored, because that is a key thing when it comes to getting lean and that dialing into getting shredded. You wanna make sure you're keeping a lot of variety within your cutting diet. Okay guys, so we are gonna go ahead and also pick up some roasted garlic and Asiago chicken sausage. So I love this for my first meal of the day. I like to combine it with some eggs, but a super nice macros. It's low fat, tastes absolutely incredible. Okay, so next up is some deli meat. So I'm gonna get some honey roasted turkey breast and then 2 seasoned roast beef. I've really been on a roast beef kick lately, guys, because again, it's just super convenient to make some like high protein sandwiches. And yeah, these are definitely the way to go with conveniency. Okay, so next up we are gonna get some beef for stew. So again, this is just a lean type of red meat, and I like to keep some variety in my diet, so I'll either have some beef loin, top sirloin, or maybe some of this beef stew meat. Again, just variety. So if you haven't realized by now, I'm really doing my best here to show you all a whole type of different bunches of variety of food. So the number 1 question I always get, whether it be in the comments section or through my personal emails, is, Aseel, what kind of different foods can I eat to get to the best shape of my life, to get lean, to get ripped, to get shredded for the summer? I don't wanna just eat chicken breast, rice, and broccoli every single meal. So that's exactly why I'm making sure I do my best job today to show you all kinds of different foods and a whole lot of variety to your diet. All right, so we have just finished up shopping for our protein sources. So now it's time to move on to number 2, which is gonna be our carb sources. So check it out. We're conveniently here already for the first carb source, which is gonna be some fruit. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a big thing of oranges. I've really been big on oranges for hitting my carb macros for the day. And again, I really like to get as much fruit in as possible. All right, so next up for a carb source, again, another fruit. We're gonna have strawberries. Absolutely love having this as a snack. Super, super low calorie, so it's perfect for a cutting diet. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some vegetables. So I'm just gonna include this in the section of carbs, even though it's super minimal, guys, but these are pretty much the only veggies I'm gonna be getting for today, just some lettuce and some mushrooms. Okay, so I lied. Last vegetable I'm gonna be getting are some tomatoes. Can't go wrong with these in today's cutting diet. Okay, so a little top secret tip here. I'm gonna be sneaking in the video. For those of you still here, thank you so much. Be sure to give the video a like right now. But a huge tip I like to include in this cutting diet is to include 0-calorie drinks. Only like 1, maybe 2 every single day, or just every single time you have a craving. I love to have one of these Gatorade Zeros or like a Coke Zero, something that's 0 calorie that's gonna satisfy my sweet tooth or my craving and eliminate it. So this right here is going to be considered not only a carb source, but a protein source as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and include it during the carb section because again, it's not 100% protein sources like the meats that I showed you all, but we got some low calorie yogurts and I love to include these. So another carb slash more of a protein source, but again, I'm going to include in carbs here because it does have a little bit, is some 2% cottage cheese. So I like getting 2% guys, just because it tastes way better than fat-free and it's only like 2.5 grams of fat versus 0 grams. So it definitely is worth a few extra grams for that taste. So again, another top secret tip I'm gonna share with y'all here. If you are still sticking around through the entire video and you're watching the whole thing, thank you. I'm gonna keep including little small tips that really help me a long ways when cutting and losing body fat. So you guys know I practice intermittent fasting where I don't eat for the first 4 to 6 hours of my day. However, I do drink a lot of water and I do love to drink black coffee. So this is the kind of black coffee I like. So many people ask me what kind of coffee, and that's exactly what it is. So this is the kind of roast. Yeah, just a small tip that I'm gonna include throughout the video just to show my appreciation for all of you guys watching and liking the video. Okay, so another carb source here. This is gonna be more of a snack, and it's gonna be some Quaker Rice Crisps. So pretty much these are some rice cakes, chocolate flavored, apple cinnamon flavored, and caramel as well. However, they're more in like a chip form. So a little bit of a tip here, when you're cutting and you're losing body fat, switching it up like mentally, seeing a rice cake versus seeing like little chip rice cakes is gonna make a huge difference psychologically, believe me, and you're gonna enjoy it more. So I really like these Rice Crisps. Okay, so if we're gonna talk about one of my favorite snacks right now, it's gonna be these Harvest green pea snap chips. These are absolutely phenomenal. Seriously, I'm obsessed with them. They're super addicting. So it's gonna be a carb and a fat source because it does have 5 grams of fat and 16 grams of carbs a serving. But super, super good. Try them out if you got them at your local store. All right, so check this one out, guys. We have got some Flex popcorners, and this has got 10 grams of protein for every serving. So this is crazy. It's gonna be carb source and a protein source as well, and something super good to snack on during a cutting diet. Okay, so again, we are gonna go ahead and do another vegetable. We got green beans here. Just gonna add it to the veggie list. All right, so we have got ourselves a sweet treat here for another carb source, and these are some Yasso mint chocolate chip bars. Super, super macro friendly, very low calorie, perfect for a cutting diet. Okay, so this item applies with the same tip that I told you all for the Gatorade Zeros. Just when I have a little bit of a craving, I have myself either the Gatorade Zero or the Coke Zero right here, and just eliminates it. It's just perfect for a cutting diet. Okay, so we got ourselves another carb source, which is a fruit here, some apples. Okay guys, so we got ourselves another carb source, which is going to be some gluten-free bread. Now, you don't have to get gluten-free. It's actually more expensive, and I don't recommend you get gluten-free, but I have celiac disease, which prevents me from eating gluten. So that's the exact reason why I have to get gluten-free. But again, just a very convenient carb source for me when I want to make sandwiches. Okay guys, so we just finished up shopping for our second sources, which is our carb sources. Now we are going to move on to number 3, which is going to be shopping for our fats. So for our fat sources, we're just gonna keep it plain and simple. There's really not a whole lot you can get, just because there's a lot of items with the carbs and the protein specifically that include fats in them, right? So we're gonna go ahead and just grab some peanut butter, and you guys will notice I really don't get much for my fats. Okay, so next up for the fat source is gonna be some extra virgin olive oil, just to put on top of some meals and stuff like that. You guys will see, pretty much an essential fat source in my diet. All right, so going on with the olive oil, by the way, I don't want you guys to think that I cook all of my meats and my meals with olive oil. I actually do the exact opposite. I don't cook with olive oil or butter. I cook with cooking spray because it's 0 calories. Sometimes I'll add some olive oil into my meals to get some extra fats to hit my macros. So just a little bit of clarification there. All right, so we have got ourselves a full cart. We have our protein sources, our carb sources, and our fat sources. Now I know this looks like a lot, and it is a whole lot of food and groceries, but again, keep in mind guys, I shop in bulk. That's why I come to Costco. I'm not gonna have to grocery shop other than for like small things or something like that every now and then. So that's exactly why I shop in bulk. Just a huge tip there. But now it is time to check out. So that is going to include almost all of the foods that I like to eat in my cutting diet. I showed you all meal by meal, step by step, exactly how to grocery shop to lose fat and exactly what foods I personally like to include. And just to go over the 3 simple things that we talked about, guys, remember when it comes to grocery shopping and including your foods in your cutting diet, you have to shop for 3 different things. Number 1 is gonna be the protein sources, number 2 is gonna be your carb sources, and number 3 is going to be your fat sources. I showed you all exactly how to shop for these 3 different things the most efficient, simple, and beneficial way possible. So I really hope you found this video super useful and informative. And I want to do you all a huge favor. If you guys want to see a personal cutting meal plan, pretty much a full day's worth of eating, a meal plan that you can simply follow with all the foods that I showed you all today, all I want you guys to do is 2 simple things. Number 1 is to be sure to give this video a like right now, and be sure to share the video. If the video does well and gets over 2,000 likes, I will be sure to create a full cutting meal plan for you guys that anybody can follow with all the simple foods that I showed you all. That's going to include a very well balanced and flexible protein, carb, and fat balanced diet that you can follow in order to lose belly fat and get into the best shape of your life. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you want to see that cutting meal plan, be sure to give the video a like, share the video as well with a friend or 2, hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel, hit the notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you're staying in tune with all of my video uploads. Follow me on Instagram at Aseel Soueid. Hit me up in my DMs. Let me know if you have any fat loss questions, and be sure to check out all of my content on there since I am cutting right now. And once again, I appreciate you all watching. I'll see all of you in the next video.